Greetings, Dwayne, CFRN. It is Sunday night, Globex. We had a huge gap down. Let's take a quick peek at that. The close back on Friday was right here. We closed at 1362.50. We gapped lower. We opened tonight at 1354. Oh, roughly an 8-point gap down. Now, since gapping down, we put in a low at 42.50. Okay, right here, 42.50. We've gone a bit sideways. This is a 5-minute chart. We don't normally look at 5-minute charts. We don't use them in the live trading room. Just want to show you something a little bit different tonight. What I'm watching here is I'm watching the tail on this candle. Okay. Now we printed an inside candle. Here's what I want to do. This last candle that printed had a high of 1347. I want to buy 1347 and a quarter on a stop. In order to buy on a stop, you right click. See on my screen, left click, market if touched, right click, stop. Confirm the order. Alright. If price moves above the high of this candle right here, the high was 1347. If price moves above 1347, the next tick up is 47 and a quarter. I'll be triggered into the order. Okay. If price doesn't move above, if price continues down, we don't have a trade. We're on the sidelines. Now, until the low of this wick is taken out, I'm going to consider this position. Once price trades below this wick, I'll cancel my order, think about it, reassess, decide what it is I want to do. Now, if price does move higher, and we do get triggered in at 47 and a quarter, we have a 2-point target. This is a bracketed order. In other words, once price trades through 47 and a quarter, it's hands-free. My target will be up at 49 and a quarter. My stop loss will be down at 45 and a quarter. So once the order fills, I don't have to do anything. That's the beauty of using a bracket. While I'm not willing to risk more than 2 points on this trade, once price begins to move up in my favor, if in fact it does move in my favor, I can choose to aggressively manage the risk and trail my stop up right behind it. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's wait and see what happens. Remember, we got a huge gap down. Here's the low of the night. Put in this low here, then a slightly lower low. And closing above the high here is going to put us on the back side of the MA1. So now that we've placed our bracket order, nothing we can do but sit and wait. Perhaps I should have brought some music. If it drags out too long, then I'll pause the video and restart it. I'd prefer to just let you see the trade from start to finish. Again, in a Sunday night Globex, we're looking at a 5-minute chart. It's not a chart we normally trade in the live trading room, but the markets are fractal in nature. What you see here, you will see there. Price action at work. Okay. We almost got stopped into that trade. Remember, once price touches 47 and a quarter, we're going to get filled. We'll be in the trade. Now you're probably wondering, well, is there any volume on a Sunday night on Globex? You bet there is. These are all the orders on the bid. Okay, going, I think I've got this set up 10 levels deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no more than that. See, there's 150 contracts on the bid at 46. There's 106 on the offer at 46 and a quarter. Our order is way up here at 47 and 25. Now, if you come to the live trading room, hang out with us, cfrn.net/apply. Take the 1-week free trial. You'll be able to download the platform. You'll be able to download the indicators. You'll have live data for a week. It is real-time data. It's not delayed. You have all of the futures contracts, all the E-minis, all the metals, all the grains, livestock, lumber, you name it. And again, not delayed, but real-time data. You have it for the full week. You have the platform. You have all of our indicators. I'm not really using any of our indicators here tonight. Just price action and just the CFMA1, which is the backbone of the CF indicator set. Down here, I have the bias indicator, but it's not really something that I'm going to, it's beyond the scope of this video for me to go into and explain. Better that you come and take the free trial, hang out with us for a week, and let Michael show you the bias indicator and how that works inside of the slingshot. In fact, it actually is part of the slingshot. Watch this. See, there's the entire indicator. I'm just watching the bias line. Okay, look what's happened. See this tail? We're getting close to getting triggered into this order. We'll see what happens. There's 2,500 contracts total on the bid, 1,700 on the offer. And we're one tick away from being triggered in. Last trade went off at 1347. We have an order to buy 1347 and a quarter on a stop. So one more tick will put us in the game. This is live, this is real time. There it goes. Okay, we are now live in the market. 1347 and a quarter is where we got filled. 45 and a quarter is our stop. 49 and a quarter is our target. Now that's the beauty of a bracket order. Once you're filled, once you're in the market, whether you're buying or selling on a limit or buying or selling on a stop, Matters not, because the second you're filled, not only is your stop loss order placed, but your target is placed. You can get up, go make a sandwich, a cup of coffee, walk the dog. The last thing you want to do is just pace about nervously. Okay. Now, the only thing we would do during the course of this trade is perhaps aggressively manage the risk. What does that mean? If the trade goes in our favor, okay, we might choose to tighten up our stop. If it gets very close to our target, we might choose to go to break even plus a tick to make sure we don't let a winner turn into a loser. Don't particularly like those terms, winning and losing. This is short-term investing on a 5-minute chart. Now, the whole idea behind this trade came from the tail on this 5-minute candle and where the body was positioned inside of this bear 5-minute candle. Okay. Come take the free trial. I'll be happy to go into more detail with you. The key is that we're now on the back side of the CFMA1. If we close on the backside, I'll anticipate price moving higher. We're 12 minutes into this. Now, when you come to the live trading room, you're going to see us trading in multiple time frames. You'll see us use 10,000 contract charts on the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll see us use a 500 contract on the YM, a 1500 contract. You'll see us use 4-tick range charts. But you won't really see us use a 5-minute chart, which is why I chose a 5-minute chart for this particular video. Because one of the things I see happen to traders is that they become convinced that there's some, holy grail time frame, that one holy grail. If I just knew what time frame that guy was using, then I could do really good. Or if I just knew what that one indicator was he uses, I could do really good. One of the reasons we use multiple time frames, there's a whole school of thought behind multiple time frames, which is different than just not believing in only one time frame. Okay? Should you be aware of what's happening on a larger time frame? Absolutely, positively, always, beyond a shadow of a doubt. But what concerns me is when I hear people tell me that, one particular time frame is all they look at, no matter what time frame that is, because then you're trading in a vacuum. You have no idea what's going on around you. And I don't think that makes for good trading. Now, even though it's a Sunday night, it's a Globex, there are contracts on the bid side, there's contracts on the ask side. We don't have a lot of volatility here. In fact, the market's not moving. There's no momentum behind this move here. See this swing high right here? Let me just... What is that? 13.49 1/4. See, that's exactly where our target is right here. Remember, we based our trade off of this setup right here. Okay, this is what put the trade in my head, and then I knew where I wanted to get triggered in, And the fact that my 2-point target just so happens to be right at this swing high up here, 1349.25. Quite frankly, that's a little bit of a coincidence. Let's get a price. Yeah, 49.25. So as we approach that price, 49.25, I will either be locking in or just taking profit. Okay, plain and simple. Still sitting at break even. We're now 16 minutes since we fired up the charts, started this recording. If it stalls out for too long, I will pause the video. I haven't yet. If I pause it, I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I turn it back on. I'll give you the times. Current time right now, 7:34 p.m. Pacific time, Sunday night on Globex. And all we're looking for here is just a simple little move up to 1349.25. In fact, if we can put together something positive here, we'll take it so that this video doesn't run too long. Just want you to understand the premise of the trade, where our target is, up here 49.25, it's swing high, but we're probably going to take our profit before that. I really would like to see the swing high right here taken out as well. This swing high was at 47.75. I'll feel better about the trade once that's taken out. Then that just kind of opens the door for price to move up to 49.25. I will mention, for what it's worth, we do have green down on the bias bar. Okay. But again, this trade was not based off of the bias bar. That is beyond the scope of what we're doing here right now. We're just taking a little trade on a Sunday night. Come take the free trial, cfrn.net/apply. Hang out with myself and Michael and all the partners. And Michael will walk you through a very in-depth description of the bias bar, what it does, what it's telling you, what information is being conveyed, and how you can use it to put together some profitable trades. If at any time you have questions regarding the free trial, you can email us support@cfrn.net. During normal business hours, you can call us toll free 866-928-3310. After business hours, 415-857-5654. If you didn't write those numbers down, don't worry. They're on the website, cfrn.net. Okay, we're closing in on 20 minutes since we started this recording. As you can see, we've got 2,100 contracts on the bid side, 1,700 on the ask, and we're still sitting prices right at where we entered this trade, 1347.25. Our target is up at 49.25. Our stop loss is down at 45.25. And we're just looking for the market to put a move on. Next time, I'll definitely bring my boombox so we have some music to listen to. As I mentioned, it was the tail of this candle that put the whole trade in my head. Right here is what triggered us in. But one thing that I do like about the trade, even though it hasn't moved in our favor yet, is we've got this little double bottom right here. See these two wicks, which pushed us up on the back side of the CFMA1. Granted, we don't have a runner yet. In fact, we're kind of going sideways here now for 5, 10. We just started a new 5-minute candle. And we're 21 minutes into this video. This is Sunday night Globex trading. Asia's open, but the European session, London, is still a number of hours away. There, we got a little tick to the upside. See if buyers will come in and push this thing higher for us. Keep in mind, the most we're looking for is just a return to this swing high. Not looking to hit one out of the park. This is a resistance area. Price may move through it. It may not. We're not going to even put that to the test. We just want to see if price can trade back to that level. If it does, gives us our profit, we're good to go. We're now 23 minutes in. I've still not paused the video. I am going to pause the video, otherwise this is going to become excruciating for anyone that wants to watch it through to the finish. So let me point out that it's currently 7:41, make that 7:42 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to pause the video. And when I turn it back on, you'll see right down here in the bottom right hand corner, you'll be able to see exactly what time I turned it back on. And I will keep an eye on it, and as soon as we get some movement, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and time now 7:57 p.m. Pacific time. We've got some positive movement. Notice what happened. Price came down, tested the CFMA1. The CFMA1 turned blue, which is in favor of our trade. We do have green on the bias, but again, I'm not going into that. I'm going to leave that up to Michael to explain to you when you take your free trial. cfrn.net/apply. Our entry was 47.25. Price has now moved in our favor. 3 ticks. Now keep in mind, when you're trading during the day session, near the open, things tend to move a lot quicker. But when you choose to trade, and again, around the European Open, when London opens, things will move at a little faster clip. But on a Sunday night, this is what we get. Okay, really like to see this close above 1348. Our target is at 49.25. At any time we can move our stop up reduce whatever risk we have on the trade. All we're risking here is 2 points. We could grab our target, snag it, and go. 3.75 on the leaderboard. Now the balance of power has shifted. As you recall, earlier we had more on the bid than we had on the offer. We now have more on the offer than we have on the bid. Well, if I'm long, shouldn't that be a signal for me to rush to the exit? Again, come take the free trial, and I'll let Michael explain to you the theory we work off of based on this. It's contrarian, to say the least. You just began a new 5-minute candle. Now, this swing high right here is 49.25. Here's what I want to do. Because the swing high was 49.25. We really don't have anything in between us and that swing high on the way up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reduce our target to 49. And so that we're not risking more than what we hope to gain in the trade, I'm going to bump my stop up 1 tick. Alright, so now we have our entry 47.25, our target 49, our stop loss 45.50, and what we're looking to do is for price to touch right here, just 1 tick shy of this swing high area, which could in fact be good resistance if price makes it up there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause the recorder again. It is now 8:01 p.m. Pacific time, Sunday night on Globex. As soon as we get a couple more ticks, I'll be back. Okay, time now 8:13, call it 8:14 p.m. Pacific time, Sunday night, Globex. What's happened? Well, we got about halfway to our target. We put in a little doji right here on the 5-minute chart, and then we pulled back to the CFMA1, and we're in limbo. We're 1 tick positive in the trade. So I'll continue to monitor this. Just make note of the times, and I'm going to step away from my desk for a few minutes, and it's possible I could miss us either hitting the target or getting stopped out, one of the two. We know where our target is. Our stop is at 1345.50. See that right here? 1345.50. These tails, the low on these candles, come on, $13.45.75. So our stop is 1 tick below the low of these tails. Now we're flirting with our entry. Now we're flirting with the MA1. So this thing needs to produce, or see, one of the things I like, if you kind of like a trade that takes this long, I haven't pointed this out to you yet, on this move up that triggered us into the trade, we also broke this trend line. Okay, see that? This trend line here, we broke that as we got triggered in. I'll pause and be back. Time now as I pause, 8:16:15 p.m. Pacific time. And I'm back. Time now 8:18 Pacific time, Sunday night, May the 6th. As you can see, we've pushed higher, gotten very close to our target. The high on this candle so far is 48.50. We're looking for 49. So we've come within 2 ticks of our target, which is 1 tick short of this swing high. Now this has taken a very long time to come together. It is a Sunday night, it is Globex, etc., etc. You might see this same trade go off in 30 seconds, or at least a couple minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, during the morning session, during the live trading room. So come hang out with us, cfrn.net/apply. Take advantage of the free trial, 1 full week, 5 days in a live trading environment. You'll see us put on and take off trades in real time with real money. You'll get to use our platform, our charts, our indicators. We've got some great proprietary indicators. I'm trading this tonight primarily with just price action. And we just got to move back to challenge this high right here. My concern is that we could get a close above this little doji, and we did by a tick. And now we've had a high of 48.50. Okay, we're still struggling with that 48.50. Okay, so this trade has moved well in our favor. Let's not mess around. Let's go ahead and take all of our risk off the trade. We just put our stop to +1 tick. Now what that means is, the worst that happens is we come back, we get stopped out, and that 1 tick pays our commission on the trade. If it keeps running, and we take our 1.75 per contract, because we adjusted that, remember? Instead of pushing it all the way to the swing high, we decided to back it off 1 tick right there. If you don't remember that, back the video up. It's an important part of this trade. Could we just take our profits right now? Right here. Could we do that? We could. You could. Balance of power down here. 27.58 on the ask, 13.66 on the bid. All we need is just one more little pop-up. Come on. Come along now. All we need is 2 more ticks. See the score up here? You know what, guys? Sunday night. It's 8:23 p.m. Pacific time. I want to go spend a little time with my family, so I'm going to do this. Just going to take it off right there. If I can get another tick back up. All I need is another tick to fill me. I'm done. I'll pause the video. I'll come back and I'll show you where the trade ended up. And there it is. Okay. Right there. I'll pause the video, and as I said, I'll come back and we'll look to see if in fact we ended up hitting our original target. If you have any questions on this trade, why I took it, anything at all, just send an email, support@cfrn.net, and by all means come take the free trial with us. cfrn.net/apply. Well, it looks like it's going to do it right here. Remember, we were looking for 49. The previous swing high, looking left, was 49.25. So I'm going to pause and I'll turn the recorder back on at some point to let you see whether or not price ever made it to 49 or not. But we're out and we're good. Sunday night. Okay, time now 8:33 p.m. Pacific time. As you can see, we just ticked up to 13.49.25, and so in fact we did not only trade to the original target 49, we traded a tick through it, which guarantees that had we stayed in, we would have been in fact filled on the trade. We now have a little double top right here at 49.25. Okay. And remember, when we got into the trade, that was the whole thing, is we wanted to get out at least one tick prior to that swing high. It's Friday night, it's kind of quiet, and again, we traded against the balance of power here. Okay. Seriously, you definitely want to come to the live trading room, hang out with us, learn more about that. Let Michael explain it to you. You'll notice our bias bar went green, stayed green with us the entire trade. The CFMA1 turned, once we got on the back side, stayed blue all the way up. We had this nice little two-legged double bottom down here. All in all, a picture-perfect kind of trade, except that because it is a Sunday night, it took about an hour for the whole thing to unfold. Other than that, I look forward to seeing you in the live trading room. In case I talk too fast and you can't understand what I'm saying. Let me just put the address on the screen. We'll go to the properties. We'll blow that baby up. There you go. Now, CFRN.net apply. Here's the deal. You don't get to just hang out in the live trading room. You get the charts, you get the platform, you get the indicators, you get the live data, you get to ask questions, you get to be treated with dignity and respect, which you don't always find when you go off into some of these trading rooms or these free trials. But I can guarantee you that you will be treated with dignity and respect when you come and hang out with us. So thanks for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the live trading room.